Delta Slim is a griot in USA whose story is carried through the blues. How do you perceive this musical genre, considering its presence in the narrative as a character and a manifesto of ancestry and true salvation?
Delta Slam for me represents, I love that word that you use, griot, the storytelling and the carrying the tradition, carrying the messages of the music, carrying what this music represents, and identifying in Preacher Boy and Sammy that he will take it to the next level, that he will carry that tradition forward. So I didn't necessarily think of myself as a griot, but I'll take it. I accept it because very much what I am aware of is being the representative of a musical and the cultural and the global tradition.
Sinners must be very special to you. It was your first film after your directorial debut. It marks a decade plus of partnership with Ryan Coogler,
Correct.
and have the opportunity to play twin characters.
Mhm.
I would like you to speculate on how Smoke and Stack would perceive the myth of the vampire as a metaphor for cultural appropriation and assimilation, please.
Whew!
Right? How much time do we? How much time do we have?
How much time we got back? It's kind of hard to shortchange that answer, but from the twins' perspective, I think they were looking for they were entrepreneurs, in a big way, and they were looking for a little bit of freedom. I think out of all the characters in our film, Smoke and Stack were the ones that were the most traveled, and got a chance to see things outside of their community of what the world really looked like outside of Mississippi, so they knew what was possible, what was available to other people, and they wanted that for themselves. They wanted that for the people that they're for their community, for their
Right.
from their home state. So they took all these skills, they took all these lessons and experiences, and they came back home and they wanted to kind of, implement those skills. And how do we get our own, how do we create our own business? How do we create our own autonomy?
And how do we grow this community? How do we grow this community?
And that's it, D. I'm gonna go hire. I'm gonna go pick up all my people that I know has a certain skill set that has something to contribute, something that they can bring to the table, and also as somebody I want to see win. And how do we bring that collective together and build our own thing?
That's right.
I thought it was truly special.
Vampirism is sort of a fake god for them.
I think
It gives them liberty, but it's not a true liberty, right?
well, it depends. It depends on which brother you're talking about.
Broadly speaking, the vampires represent those forces that would come in and infiltrate and destroy a community and will appropriate, right? And in Smoke and Stack, again, Mike, I want to talk for you.
Sure.
In Smoke and Stack, you have two sides of a coin, one of whom gets caught up in it, and the other whom is trying to figure out a way of resisting it, but resisting it through the love of the conduit of the love that he has for his brother. That one of the lines in this, man, I can't do this without you, man. I ain't doing this without you, bruh. And I don't know, it's mind-blowing to me. Not only as we talk to journalists and journalists communicate to us what they have taken from the story, which then for me causes me to go back and reassess.
Yeah.
The material, the certain moments in the film. Because one of the things about this film, it's also about love, community love, familial love, fraternal love. It's all of that. It's all of that. So
That's another great perspective, brother. It is. I guess while we're separate, while we're in, going through this process, talking to different journalists, our experiences when we get a chance to talk to you guys are bringing up points, asking questions to
that's
us
right.
that allows us to really reflect in a way that
That's right.
we can't do alone.
That's right.
So a lot of these responses and answers, you're really making us think about it because it's like, wow, I never thought about it like that. But
That's right.
But to that point, let me give you X, Y, and Z. So great questions, Marshall.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, DeRoy.